The Michelin GP2 class replaces the junior power bikes from last year. Me and Robin will explain a little bit more about that later on, but we've got Alex Heaton here, number 111. He took his first ever win, and then his second one came moments later, so look out for the night road racing. This is a championship where you've got the 450s in as well. Ben Gautry's here, second place, and obviously we've got the mini twins as well behind us. Clive White, there's Alex Hutchinson, Ian Popplewell. All of these can score points in the championship. Should be a cracker, Robin.
Yes, should be absolutely fantastic. They're lined up, ready to roll, and we can see there Connor Tagg on pole position with Ben Gautry alongside him, then Alex Heaton, Andy Lawson, second row Will Hodgson, Alex Hutchinson, Clive White, Ian Popplewell behind them, Alec Collins and Jamie Morris, Andy Bright and Liam Shelcock. Oh dear, but all right at the start. That was very unfortunate, just tagging each other, both riders off the machines, up and okay, but what a shame right at the beginning, Steve.
Yeah, that's Jed Bird and Jamie Morris. Good to see they're both okay. That's a nasty incident, and I've seen far worse outcomes than that, so at least they're both okay.
Yep, getting away with that. Always such a nerve-wracking time at the start of any race, but the field working its way down through. Ed Wieners, of course, named after the great former circuit manager Ed Wiener Overend. She and her husband Ron and son David used to look after Mallory Park for many a year, and Ed Wiener's, of course, named in her honour. But up the front, Alex Hutchinson has got an absolute steamer of a start from the second row of the grid. There he is, that Dayglow yellow machine, number 7, up into second place already. And progress on his Kawasaki Mini Twin. But look at that, Hutchinson to the front.
Yeah, just behind him, number 101 there, that's Andy Lawson from Scotland. He's on a mini twin as well, but as I said earlier, this year GP2 replaces junior power bikes. Basically, the RRV 450s qualify as a GP2 bike. The mini twins also score points in the main championship, so they're all basically into one. The mini twins do have their own cup, but they're all racing for that main podium.
Right, well, Connor Tagg and Ben Gautry at the moment unable to do anything about these two leaders. Just up the hill, Alex Hutchinson, one of the quickest riders out there all the way through last season. And look how Alex Heaton, number 111, up there, has got up there into 4th position behind Connor Tagg now. But yes, Alex, as quick as you like on his day, as long as he stays on the bike. He's not always off it, but he has come off on a few occasions when you just rather wish for his sake he'd managed to superglue himself to the seat. But he's pulling away at the moment, making a fantastic effort in the early stages of this Michelin Thundersport GP2 and Mini Twin Cup race. Keep your eyes on Alex Heaton there in 4th. He's lining up Connor Tagg on the run down under braking into Ed Wieners. It's not going to come off this time, but at the moment, Alex Hutchinson up the front, number 7, on his own in the lead.
Yeah, about 5th, 6th and 7th. Alec Collinson's in now with another Aprilia 450, and there's Clive White as well, so it's a good battle forming at the front.
Yes, Clive, who picked up a number of good wins racing in the Mini Twins and Thundersport last year. And Ian Popplewell, we can see there, number 17. Of course, he's moved across. He was in Street Fighter B last year with Thundersport. And there's Ben Gautry, just running there in 8th. You complete another lap with the leaders already out. Down the Stebby Straight, coming back towards Ed Wieners. And look at Alex Heaton, he's got up ahead of Connor Tagg. And now he's going to do Alex Lawson on the inside as they run into that chicane. Out they come, and then this sharp chicane, the John Cooper S's, up the hill into the really tight shores. And look at that, Will Hodgson there. Oh, love that, just sliding and backing in there, staying ahead of Ian Popplewell, making progress in the group. But Alex Heaton is the one on the move at the moment. Fastest lap of all the leading riders, 111, currently in second place behind Alex Hutchinson.
Yeah, we've seen Alex Heaton the last 2 seasons. He hadn't actually won a race up until this weekend. He took 2 on the Saturday's events, and the night road racing team are off to their best start ever.
Yeah, and a real charge here, and there's Andy Lawson. I just caught sight of, dropped back, I think, into about 5th place there. And I think I called him Alex, and certainly Alex is in this race. I called him Alex earlier, but it's Andy Lawson. There he is, 101, just behind Connor Tagg. So running in 4th at the moment is off the machine and safely with the marshals. He's once once again. Connor Tagg there in third place, then Lawson, then it's Alec Collinson on that number 2 Kawasaki.
Just note there, Aprilia 450 was missing, so I'm wondering if that bike on the floor may have been Liam Shelcock.
Right, okay, well, up the front, meanwhile, it's closed right up because Alex Heaton, fantastic performance, just put in another fastest lap of the race, and he's really got the bead drawn on Alex Hutchinson. The two of them have pulled away from the rest, so it's really, one would imagine, between the two of them for the outright race win. They're at it like knives behind, but these two, as I say, just getting the advantage. They run down to complete another lap.
Yeah, Alex Hutchinson last year came through some pretty bad luck. Of course, you remember that big crash he had at Cadwell Park, all but ended his chances of winning the championship. This year he really wants it, but it looks like he's going to have a lot on trying to keep Alex Heaton off his back.
Oh, and he's lined him up again in exactly the same place on the run-down under braking into Ed Wieners, and through goes Alex Heaton. He picked his moment, and really that leaves Alex Hutchinson, well, Shaw's, and there's a couple of slow machines ahead on the road as they get to the hairpin. Now, who's going to pick this one? It is Alex and Alex. At the moment, Heaton from Hutchinson. There's the two slow machines. Are they going to interfere as the leaders come down into the elbow? Checkered flag already being made ready, and, well, there's just going to be enough time for them to get to the line. The win goes to Alex Heaton. A good win for him. He'll love every piece of that, as will his team. And Alex Hutchinson, well, he stayed on board to the end. Good effort as far as he was concerned. A mini twin win to Andy Lawson there, finishing 5th. There's the confirmation. Heaton Hutchinson, Connor Tagg and Will Hodgson, the leading 4. Andy Lawson picking up that mini twin win. And now, there we see Alex Heaton, Alex Hutchinson and Connor Tagg.
Alex, before this weekend, we've seen you on the podium before, but you've not managed to win. You've got 3 wins out of 3. It's one of the best weekends of your life, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not got a fun spot win yet before. Been close, but nights have been like, give me the ride this year, and it seems to be the bike to have so far.
And I'm sure you'd like to thank the Night Road Race team, because I mean they're a fantastic setup, aren't they? Yeah,
I'd like to thank Charlotte and Alan for offering the ride, and the mechanicing's brilliant. Also like to thank FSC Engineering for helping me out.
Twos and mini twins. Away they go. Superb start there from the front of the grid, but it's Connor Tagg who just leans across, grabs the advantage. Ian Popplewell there, we can see chasing through around about 8th or 9th place there in the pack, but Connor Tagg really did get a superb start. In fact, he's turned for me into one of the best starters that we've seen this weekend, but he gets slightly overwhelmed there under braking into Ed Wieners.
That's number 101, Andy Lawson, taking a pretty wide line into Ed Wieners there as well.
Yes, Andy has showed brilliantly all this weekend, and he's showing the mini twinners quite a clean pair of heels as well. But, big old twitch there as they go around Shaw's. Once again, look at Alex Hutchinson, though. We said about his starts. He's up into 4th, tracking those 3 leaders already. But Will Hodgson, once again, has hit the front on the number 14 machine. And look at Hutchinson, carries that speed all the way along the straight. He's through into 2nd seat. Yeah,
the pace of his bike there, and it just showed through, and he's up into 2nd. I don't think it'll take him too long to get to the front of the pack. And his main rival there you go, number 111, Alex Heaton, is the man to keep an eye on, because he's a bit further back than he has been so far.
That's right. He got his poorest start, really, of the weekend. I think he's around about 8th place there. But Alex is not daunted by having to run from further down the pack. We saw him last year not qualify so well race after race, but was always there in with a shout at the end. Well, we shall see. There's still Ben Gaultry down there in 3rd place, ahead of Connor Tagg. The two of them at the moment spectating, watching Alex Hutchinson chase. Will Hodgson is in the lead.
Yeah, it's great that these 450s qualify as a GP2 bike, because these young super teams, I think once they've got to grips with these bikes, for sure, the championship is going to get even tighter up the front.
Yeah, I was talking to some of them in the paddock, and one of the things they all agreed on was how easy these 450s are to ride. And that was compared to a number of different machines that they've been riding previously. They just said they are so forgiving. You can chuck them into a corner and they seem to sit up and beg and come back for more. But look at this up the front. It is Alex Hutchinson on the Kawasaki, who's just found a way underneath Will Hodgson there, and Alex, number 7, into the lead.
Yes, Alex Hutchinson, believe it or not, did a bit of a Blue Peter work in between these last races. He's put some slits into his slicks.
Wow, more power to his elbow. Look at Alex Heaton there. He's just working his way past Andy Lawson, and Andy Lawson has away from the pack, just a succession of faster and faster laps from the two of them. Look at the gap they put on these two. That's 3rd and 4th place. Ben Gautry and Connor Tagg.
Just in case you're wondering why he's got cut slicks, folks, it's mainly for more grip. These conditions not entirely perfect for his full slicks, so he's getting a lot more grip, and it seems to be showing at the front.
Yes, it's certainly very, very cold out there. The weather quite benign in the sense that it's again.
Yeah, he can't shake off Will Hodgson. Will is doing everything he can to win a race this weekend, but he just cannot get out ahead. Oh, he's backing in, and that's a mistake there from Will.
Yeah, he was a bit pegless in Gaza there, wasn't he, through the old hairpin, but he's got back aboard. And I tell you what, watching the lap times, you know, the two behind, well, they were being dropped a lap or so ago, but they're now closing back in on the leading, followed by Sam Nicholson, number 22. But at the front, look at this, Alex Heaton has managed to find his way past Gautry and Tagg, and has tagged on to the back of the leading two. So it's Alex Hutchinson up the hill for the last time, and Will Hodgson is second, but he may not know Alex Heaton is right around his ears as they come into the hairpin. Look at that. Oh, slidey in there, Will Hodgson. Oh, he looks so dramatic, but it's cost him. And look at Alex Heaton underneath Alex Hutchinson while he was distracted. So it's one Alex for another. Checker flag is out. And Alex Heaton, well, is he? It's side by side. No, Alex Hutchinson nicks it back. Oh, you weren't paying attention, were you, sir? Well done, Alex Hutchinson. Yes, thank you. I'll have that one. Snatches it back in the end from Alex Heaton. Will Hodgson bit chasing in 3rd there. Ahead of 4th place Connor Tagg, Ian Popplewell 5th, and Ben Gautry rounding out that top 6. And there are happy mini twinners. The winner Ian Popplewell, Andy Lawson and Clive White on the mini twin podium. And let's have a look at those standings in GP2. Alex Heaton leading from Alex Hutchinson and Andy Lawson. That's the overall standings, of course. There we see Alex Hutchinson, the overall.